Thank you. Yeah, our offices are in walking distance, at least our Stockholm offices. Infront, we are a Nordic company. We are a Norwegian company, but we have offices many places as well. But yeah, our Stockholm office is quite close. So thank you so much for having us. I've been to a few FinJS before, but this is the first time we get to present something, and it's really nice. What we want to talk about is what's standing up there. It says professional grade financial terminal on the web, overcoming the challenges. It's quite a handful. But the important thing there is that we are a professional company. We target professional users. And we want to make sure that when we move to the web, we bring that quality that you expect. And there are some challenges there, and this talk is mainly about those. Yeah, so Infront, what we do. Those who know us primarily know us as a deliverer of a professional terminal, information and trading terminal. That we've been doing that for 20 years. We have about 20,000 users on that and are quite successful, mainly in the Nordics, but we are branching out. But also we have several customers, and we're less known for that, using our web technology for market data and for trading. And our users, mostly different types of professionals, journalists, traders, brokers, people working in banks, analysts, and that's who we've been traditionally targeting. So when we moved to web, what we wanted to do was to do something different. So we decided to build a toolkit. So this is what you see up here. There's some widgets. They're a little grainy. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so we wanted to build a toolkit that enables people to build financial websites very, very easily. And our thought there was that we wanted to make it even easier than just providing tools to build UI or anything like that. So we wanted to make it as easy as humanly possible to show market data on the web. And what we did then was that we had to kind of think a little differently. So normally what you would do when you build something that displays something on the web, you connect it to the web server. So what you do is if you want streaming data, then you make sure you connect back to the web server and you collect it from there. But what we wanted to do was to take the web server out of the equation and connect our toolkit directly to the Infront cloud infrastructure. Now what that is that is the infrastructure that powers our professional terminal. So that's what we say when we talk about wanting to deliver professional level of service to the web as well. So we decided, as I said, to bypass the customer's web server, connect directly to our backend, and that makes it super, super easy. And that's the core. Other than that, we wanted to make it all about what you want and how you want it. So it's very declarative, very place something on the web, and it's supposed to work. But I talked about challenges, and I'm going to focus on 4 challenges and a couple of rounds of solutions that we did to address those challenges. First one is sourcing. Sourcing was kind of solved from before, and by sourcing I mean getting all the market data that we want. So we have a lot of market data, and our key here was to make sure that our customers get to use that, get to utilize it. Challenge number 2, streaming. Needs to be streaming. It's pretty straightforward. It needs to be self-updating. Number 3, latency, and it's really important in the case of this because of professional level of service that I talked about. So it needs to be fast. Our customers expect it to be there as fast as they can. And then key, reliability. It needs to be really reliable. It needs to be uninterrupted and available when you need it. So that's our challenges that I talked about. First solution that we went for was whatever typical what you do. We went for a web API, a JSON web API. So what we did was we built, for this widget, this is a web widget, so we connected that to a JSON server. And that, we can request data, we can stream data, we can do all that, and then we connected that server to our infrastructure, the cloud infrastructure, the existing one that we used for our professional terminal. So as I said, this is a typical solution. This is what everyone would do. And it had some problems because believe it or not, JSON is really slow. Because it's text-based, it's not optimized for financial data. Messages gets really big. You have to parse and you have to marshal data. And for those of you who've done that, you know that it easily gets really, really slow when you do loads of data. And we do loads of data. So if you look at the challenges, what it does solve is the sourcing. I mean, we get the data out there. All our entire universe is available in these widgets right at this point. Of course, it streams well, it's great. But when it comes to the other challenges, not so much. With the second layer of server in between, the latency could be a problem, and we had problems with reliability because we introduced a second layer, an entirely independent layer up there. So it scaled poorly and wasn't really what we wanted. So we decided to go really all out for a second solution, which was to implement the Infront binary protocol. And this is actually really, really cool, because the Infront terminal, it works on a binary protocol that's designed for financial data. So it's streamlined for that, and it's optimized for that. And it's designed by one of our founders, and he is really, really good at that. Really good at that, transmitting financial data. So what we did then was, as you know, we were here. So what we did was we decided to just cut it out and connect the widgets the same way we do as the professional terminal. So what we had to do then was to implement this binary protocol. Luckily, at this point, old Internet Explorers were not really longer a problem. Those of you who worked with old Internet Explorer knows that they are a problem. And we were able to connect using modern JavaScript and implement this binary protocol directly in the web browser, which is actually really cool, because that means that we can get speeds that are amazingly fast, actually. On the old server, we had to have like one server per 30 users for heavy work. Are we talking heavy work here? We're talking professional users. They do stream a lot of data. They do load long time series. They do all that stuff. And for this one, we're talking about a 1,000-fold increase in capacity by doing it this way, which is quite cool. And that enables us to solve the next challenges. So it definitely addressed both the latency and reliability thing. Reliability-wise, this is really, really cool, because this cloud infrastructure is located in different data centers in several cities, so geographically spread as well. So we have data centers in Oslo, Stockholm, and London. And now our widgets will connect and fail over to different geographical locations and different servers if something fails. So in this case, you can probably pull out our entire data center in one city. That happened. Someone dug over a power line, pulled our entire data center in Oslo, and our customer was still able to continue as usual. They didn't even have to restart the app. So, yeah, I already did my summing up. Sorry about that. But yeah, so by doing this, we were able to cover the two key challenges in the latency and the reliability phase, which is really, really difficult. And it allows us to do this, which is basically streaming live currency feeds many times over, as fast as they come. And that's basically it. Thank you very much.